92.1 Angel Walk Radio, where all that's left is love. We are coming at you live with our brand new radio station, and we have an awesome show for you today.
Simone, we are doing this.
We are doing it.
We have been talking about this for how long? Months? Years? Decades? And finally, we're doing it. And it's amazing that we're doing it today, because today would be the first full day of Eden Village Camp 2020, summer 2020. So we have a slightly different program than what we were expecting to do on the first full day of camp. But in this very moment, we are in the middle of our first full day of camp.
So, Josh, what exactly is this? It's not exactly an angel walk. It's not exactly radio. What's going on here?
Well, first of all, it's the official radio station of Eden Village Camp, Angel Walk Radio, where all you need is love. And we talk about making our entire lives an angel walk. And so the first thing we need to do to make that happen is to at least make the radio an angel walk. So we're here to bring Angel Walk to our listeners all around the country, all around the world, all throughout the universe, actually. So that's what we're here to do, Simone. Maybe we should introduce ourselves, because we probably have some people who might not know who we are. Who are you?
I am Simone. I am the assistant director at Eden Village Camp. And who are you?
I'm Josh Jacobs. I am Josh Jacobs. That is my first name and my full name. You're welcome to call me that whole thing in one fell, Josh Jacobs Swoop. I am the director of Camper Magic, official title, check out the website, of Eden Village Camp. And now I'm grateful to be a co-host of Angel Walk Radio.
And Josh and I have been working together. Well, this would have been our 8th summer working together, and we've known each other even actually a lot longer than that.
We went to the same camp growing up at different times. Simone, do you remember the first time we met, what we were doing?
We were doing the dishes.
We were doing the dishes, which is perfect, because you know how Eden Village started. When
Yoni doing the dishes.
So it all comes together and it makes sense. But can I tell people what's coming up on the show today?
Why don't you tell them what we got going on?
Okay, coming up on the show today, we have games, we have trivia, we have stories, we have embarrassing moments, things that we kind of wish we didn't do. And we have special musical guest, our very own camper Odelia. And we also have some love prank phone calls that Simone and I are going to do. Stay tuned for how you can get us to love prank someone you love on the air today.
We also got the one and only Pepe coming on live for an Ask the Rebbe section of Pepe equals Pesach.
Rabbi Pesach is going to be sharing us some wisdom from the universe, probably in the form of questions. I hear he likes to answer questions with questions.
So maybe we should get started with the question of the day.
Nice one. So for today, we have a question of the day. I'm going to ask a question, and you can chat in your answer into whatever platform you're on. You're on Instagram, put it there. You're on Facebook, put it there. If you're writing snail mail letters, put it there, although we probably won't get it by the end of the show. And by the end of the show, we're going to tell you who has the closest correct answer.
Does the winner get your voice on their voicemail?
The winner now gets my voice on their voicemail. I do take pride in my outgoing voicemail messages. That is a very special treat for one lucky winner today. But let's hear the question. Today's question is, how many meals did Tom and the kitchen staff make last summer? Now, I don't just mean breakfast, lunch, and dinner is 3 meals. We mean, how many meals did they serve? So if I ate breakfast one day, if I ate breakfast and lunch and dinner on one day, that would be 3 meals. But if my whole bunk ate breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and there were 10 of us, that would be 30 meals in a day. So we're talking hundreds.
Josh is a math teacher, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, I'm a math teacher. I love numbers. So I'll give you a hint. The answer is in the thousands, because we got a bunch of people at camp, and they got to eat food for 8 weeks of camp.
Okay, let me ask you a question. Say my bunk is having a super bunk night, and we have pizza, and then afterwards we have ice cream. Are those 2 separate meals? Is pizza one meal? Is ice cream another meal?
No. We're talking breakfast, lunch, and dinner meals. We're not talking about s'mores on the beach. We're not talking about snack before schmooze. We're talking meals in the Beit Shafa or out on the dinner field for dinner.
Okay, we'll see. We'll see what we got.
Chat your answers in. We'll be taking a look at what numbers people submit throughout the show, and someone's going to get close. If someone gets it exactly right, then we have to come up with something special for them. But someone's going to get closest, and we'll let you know who it is.
How about double dessert next time you come to camp?
Double dessert next time you come to camp.
Okay. Hooper guesses 43,000 meals.
That's a great guess. Hooper! 43,000 meals. Hooper has magical connections with all parts of the universe, so I'm not surprised that the first guess is a very good guess. Good guess, Hooper. Great to hear from you. Keep those guesses coming in.
Someone else guesses around 38,000.
38,000 meals. Also a very, very good guess.
Rebecca Portman, 50,400 meals.
Wow.
That's a lot of meals. That would be a lot of meals.
A lot of meals. Definitely.
Oh, looks like my son Eliav thinks maybe one meal. Well, good guess, Eliav.
That everything is one, so he might be right on that.
That's so deep. That's so spiritual.
We are all one, and sometimes all the meals are one too. Okay, keep those guesses coming in. It's time to hear some news. Can I tell you some news, Simone?
Yeah, do a theme song.
It's time for the news. Now, news, Simone, you know this, but news is just new things that have happened, right? And
yes.
At Eden Village Camp, we have a saying, we have a mantra, we have an ethos, a philosophy of try new things.
Things?
Try new things and new things. So today's piece of news is something new that I tried. Can I share that with you?
Yes, please.
As you know, I like to ride my bike, which is right behind me. And just yesterday, I biked farther than I've ever biked before in one day. I was at my parents' house in the middle of New Jersey, and I said, it's time for me to go back home to where I live in New York City, and I have my bike, so maybe I should just put one pedal in front of the next
one
time and bike all the way from my parents in New Jersey across the Hudson River, not on the river, but across the bridge over the Hudson River to New York City, and I biked the farthest I have ever biked.
That's insane.
That is my try new thing. Now, this trip led to a sad moment.
Hold on, before you continue, I just want to stop you right there and tell anybody listening in that I have seen Josh do kind of funny and interesting things like this a lot on a whim. There have been times where I have been driving in my car from camp to Cold Spring. A couple of times where it has been literally pouring rain on those windy roads that you come down right before you get to camp. And there has been somebody in the shadows walking from Cold Spring to camp. Because why? We have shuttles that go back and forth from Cold Spring to camp, but Josh thought to himself, I think I'm going to walk. I'm going to walk the 10 miles.
Why not? Not? Whether I walk or whether I pedal, I'm just appreciative to be able to go from one place to the next.
Classic Josh Jacobs.
But this trip led me to something that was a little sad, that led me to something that was really awesome, that led me to something that I hope you'll help me figure out and brainstorm. So, as you know, I love sports, and when I grew up, I'm going to be a professional baseball player. But unfortunately, there's no sports going on right now. But when I was at my parents', I saw the Dog Olympics on TV. Super fun to watch. These dogs were amazing, and it gave me an idea that I hope you'll help me with. And maybe if you're listening at home, you can chat in some ideas too. We don't have that many dogs at camp, but we do have a couple of goats. What if we created a Goat Olympic program? We would need to train the goats. We'd have to have a hug where kids train the goats. We would have to come up with some events.
A high jump, for sure. Goats are really good at high jumps.
Goat high jump, for sure. The 100-meter dash. It might take them a whole day. Depending
on how fast can you eat a field of grass?
Grass eating contest, definitely an Olympic sport. And then we would make wood cookies for their medals that they'd probably chew on as soon as we put them around their necks.
You're welcome.
So I think that this is definitely a program we should work on for the future, and we're going to need some help. So if anyone has ideas at home, chat them in for what events we should have in the Goat Olympics that are goat friendly and fan friendly. And maybe we will create a program just like that. And that was a little bit of news that I wanted to share with you today.
Thanks, Josh. I appreciate it. Okay, so we'll move on to the next segment, which is called, What Do You Think?
What do you think?
What do you think? So me and Josh have the privilege of getting to plan a lot of what happens at summer camp. And so we sit here in this office where I am now. By the way, I'm at camp. Do you see the background? That's the farm. And I wouldn't say that we argue necessarily about what's going to happen. What would you call what we do?
You know, sometimes we just sit around and we have ideas and then we turn to each other and we say, what do you think?
What do you think?
What do you think?
Okay, so we're going to throw out a couple of things of what do you think? And if you think anything, please let us know. The first thing is, okay, Josh, what do you think? Oh, we also have live an ump. This is Eliza. She works in the office, and she often is the umpire for our debates and will tell us when it is time to make a decision.
Mm-hmm. Okay, I like it.
She is coming at you live from Yoni's office, if you recognize the hats.
All right.
Okay, so Josh, what do you think? I'm thinking about maybe we should get a second swan, blow up swan for the lake, and name it Muggle, because the first one is obviously named Swanee. What do you think?
A second swan. Okay. First of all, I really dig the swan that we have. It was a new creation to last year. It was a huge hit amongst the campers, and I think that our lake is perfect for one swan. One swan.
Are you serious?
One swan. I'm going to go one swan.
Okay. Well, I definitely think that we should have two swans in the lake, because our lake is actually really big. You really can only fit like 10 campers on a swan. And I was thinking that if we had two swans, we could have like 20 campers, and there could be like races, like swan races across the lake and back and forth and back and forth. It would really elevate the program.
You know, why do we have to see which swan is fastest? Can't we just love? Oh, it's time to move on.
Okay. Next question. Schmooze is very popular. What if we had an entire day dedicated to just schmooze?
Whoa. First of all, just imagining having schmooze all day is something that, wow, I feel like I'm walking on a cloud of the most delicious, homemade, fresh, organic, local food while having schmooze all day. I'm going to go with yes, schmooze all day. Absolutely.
Okay. Have you ever heard of a concept of maximum fun, where it's like, if you do something too long, then it gets boring, even though it's an awesome thing. No,
that's right.
Like, for instance, if you're watching like
I'm
not done.
No, we're going to schmooze all day. Okay. Maybe schmooze all day. What's next?
Which meal should we produce twice a week? Mac and cheese or potato bar?
Wow. When the mac and cheese comes out, everyone goes nuts. I think they hear it down in Putnam Valley. When mac and cheese comes out, everyone is ready. It's like they've been saving up their appetite for the mac and cheese. We got to go mac and cheese.
Johnny Depp is giving a preemptive yes. I believe it's to me, because I am about to say that I believe mac and cheese is so good. We don't want to have it too much, because then we're just going to be like, oh, mac and cheese again. But maybe if we had potato bar more often, mac and cheese less often, we'd be more excited.
Oh, man. You just wanted to have two swans, and we can't have two mac and cheeses?
It's too much. All right. Let's cut it there.
Thank you for sharing with me what you think, Simone. That was fun.
I like hearing what you think too, Josh, and I like hearing what Pesach thinks too.
Me too.
Pesach, for anyone who doesn't know, Pesach is the camp Rebbe, the camp mango person, the camp blade of grass, voice of the translator of the Shabbos Queen, and it is a delight to welcome him to the show live from Jerusalem. What's up, Pesach?
In harmony, yeah, singing and celebrate, yeah. 'Cause we are one in harmony, singing in love. What's up, team?
what's up? We miss you, Pesach.
Oh, I miss you, and I'm loving being with you at the same exact time. It's amazing how we can hold so much at one moment. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm feeling a lot right now, and I'm so grateful for this moment and these technologies that bring us together.
All right, Pesach, we've got a couple of campers here, I believe, that have some questions for you, so we're going to bring them on.
Okay.
And we're going to sign off for a minute. Hey, everyone!
Shalom. Hey, Anya, Nina. Nina.
Hi.
Welcome aboard. Welcome to Eden Village Radio. Camp is camp now. For now. Instead. How should we use this time together? To explore the great mystery together?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. My friends, how should we steer the moment?
I don't know.
You want to share any thoughts or questions or do a headstand or anything?
Actually, I do have a few questions.
Me too.
Okay. You just lay them out there for the world.
Okay, what's the best part about being a rabbi, especially at Eden Village?
Ah, the best part. Okay. Well, generally, I'm not a big rankist, a bestest. The best part about being a rabbi, to me, a rabbi is being a helper. It's a professional helper. You're a dedicated helper, which to me, I call all people who are helpful rabbis and all teachers rabbis. But it's sort of like it gives me focus in my life that I'm here to try and be helpful wherever I can. And that's the best part of it.
Soon.
All right. Anybody got another question? You could just lay them out.
I have a question. So when we feed this little one, what should the blessing be for, like, when we give his food?
When you give an animal food, what is the blessing? Is that the question?
Yeah.
When you see him and when you see the dog and acknowledge the beauty in the dog, or when you're giving the food, actually?
And you're giving the food.
Okay, well, there is not a pre-prescribed blessing for giving dog food to a dog, but it is holy, and it's talked about by Jewish law. When you domesticate an animal, you have to feed the animal first. It's part of Tzar Balei Chaim, not causing unnecessary harm to animals. There's not a pre-prescribed blessing, so you wouldn't want to use a blessing with the fanciest name of God that we use, but you could make up your own and add another name of God. Place God name here, like, thank you, Creator, for creating this moment and food for my dog that I love so much. But that's a made-up one, and you can make up your own one also. All right, next question. Bring it on.
I'm thinking.
Okay. Ninzarelli, you got any other questions?
How are you and the Shabbos Queen?
Oh, funny. Funny you should mention me and the Shabbos Queen. We are doing super, super duper. I spend time, a part of me is connected with Shabbat every day of the week. So every day leading up to Shabbat, I think about the Shabbat that's coming, and I'm connected to the one that was behind me. So the Shabbos energy and the Shabbos Queen is with me always.
Are you and the Shabbos Queen quarantined together? Where is the Shabbos Queen quarantined? Is she quarantining, or is she more of just hanging everywhere?
That is an awesome question. Do you know the word quarantine comes from the word 40? And do you know, I got a question for you. Which sage in the Torah quarantined for 40 days, which quarantine means 40, and had a wonderful revelation from their quarantine of 40, quarantine meaning 40? Anybody know somebody in the Torah who had a special 40 quarantine time? Moses, 40 days on a mountain, receive the Torah. All right, next question.
Is there a blessing for Mayim? Like if you like at camp sometimes, like and
Mayim means
when
water.
you fast and you only drink water,
Yes.
to bless the water.
Oh, yeah. Do you know that our bodies are made up of mostly, there's a ton of water inside of us and we couldn't live without water. So, of course, there's a blessing Yes, there's a blessing for every time you eat any food or drink, and for water it has the biggest, broadest blessing in the world. The ending part is shehakol nihye bidvaro, which means that everything is a divine emanation. Everything comes from the divine. Shehakol nihye bidvaro. You can use it for water, for any drinks except for grape juice, but also if you ever forget any other food blessing, you can say Shehakol nihye bidvaro, and it covers any food. If you forget hamotzi lechem min haaretz for bread, if you forget borei peri haetz for a tree fruit, you can say Shehakol nihye bidvaro. So learn it yourself and make sure that every Jew that you know knows that blessing. It's an important one. Great question, Ninzarelli. Anya, you got a question for me?
I don't know. I'm having trouble thinking of more questions.
Anything in the world.